Hey guys, hoping all is well as we're all kind of on lockdown with this virus. Hope everybody's staying safe. So today I'm working on creating some stems, and one of the stems that I'm working on is a track called "Blessings on Blessings" by Anthony Brown and Group Therapy. And I believe there's already a track already available on loopcommunity.com. I think it's an original one. However, I'm creating this for someone else, and I'll probably use it maybe as I'm doing some performance stuff on myself as well. But in any case, it's always a good idea, even if they do have tracks available. I think it's always a good idea to just learn how to program stuff anyway, and recreate it and kind of put your own spin on it. So there's nothing wrong with doing that. Definitely, I recommend that for you producers out there that want to kind of stay on top of your on your producing chops. It'll help too when you want to learn how to program doing like acoustic drums using the MIDI plugins and stuff that we have for the drums and stuff. So a lot of churches, a lot of people don't have drummers. Or if you have a drummer, you might have one drummer, one guitar player, one bass player. So if somebody calls out or they can't make it to a service, it's kind of good to have the drum track. So normally, what I do is when I'm programming the song is I'll pull in the MP3 or MP4 file, which I've done right here, the purple blessing there, and just kind of listen to it. And sometimes I'll mark it up, say intro, hook, blah, 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 blah. I did not do that in this particular case, because I just was so excited. I just hopped into it. And as I went along, when I finished, I decided that I might want to share this process with you guys so you guys can look and see how I do it. And, might be able to offer or share something that I'm doing that you're not doing, and vice versa, kind of swap ideas and tips with one another. So, if you are interested and you like this and you want to see more of this, please hit that subscribe button and leave me some comments down below, some positive comments. No profanity. This is a family channel. But leave me your thoughts. Leave me your what you think. I hope this will be something helpful that you can use. So I'll play everything with it. So what I did was, like I just said, I imported the Blessings on Blessings track and I filtered off all of the low end information, so there's nothing peeking through, but the vocals and the some of the mid rangey vocal stuff. But that's okay because I'm just programming, so I really didn't really need to hear the bottom information because I'm gonna reprogram it. So I'll let you see where we are thus far. We still have a long ways to go, but I'll let you hear where we at. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I'll put that track back in. I just took it out. Alright, so as you see, it's sounding pretty good so far. It's got some basic stuff going on with the drums. So I'll break it down what I did. So for the drum track, I'll do that first. Before I start going through the other instruments, we'll take this kind of in phases. So the drum programming took me a while to do because I'm not a drummer. So I had to like really, really listen to the track, and I'll show you some if you're interested and you want to learn how to do this. This is I think I can share some ideas on some thoughts that can kind of help you when you're programming other drum tracks. For those of us that are not drummers, if you're already a drummer and you know how to do it, then hey, you already got it down pat. But for a lot of us, we are not drummers. We are gifted in other areas, but being a drummer is not one of them. But you can program it to kind of make it feel like how you want it to feel. Obviously, there's nothing can ever replace a live drummer. If you're doing this for, you want to sell stems and stuff, this is definitely an alternative if you do not have a drummer available. And it's called, it's a cost-effective thing as well. because you got to pay for the drummer, you got to pay for the guitar player, you got to pay for the bass player for them to lay it down, and then you have to make sure you be able to recoup those costs in order for you to get a profit. And we know what the stems sell for, so you do the math. Anywho, so for contact, I use the contact plugin and I use this VST called C-Rod Studio Kit. I got that from this Pure Drums drum module VST, and it's really sounds incredible. And that really helped me kind of get the sound, kind of get it sounding right. When you have the right sounds, it will help you with your programming. But if you don't have the right sounds off bat and then you try to program, it just kind of throws you off. So it's best to try to come as close as possible. So again, if you're interested in learning how to program MIDI drums, let me know, and I'll do a video particular on how I did this one, and then that'll help you with some other things, other programming moving forward. So I'll play the drum track for you again, just the drums I'll play for you, and then I'll do the loop. I'll go to the meat of the song. I'll probably swap out some of those sounds, some stuff that I don't like. Okay, so we got the feel, which is cool. So those are the drums. Let's do the loop. The percussion loop, I'll play that for you. And I used mainly for style, I used this plugin called Stylus RMX for that. Let me push this up a little further so we can start. So I used a couple of different layers. So I used, let's see what this one is. Kind of like a timbale hit. And then I use some claps. It's another set of claps. Cowbell. Doing some different cadences. And then the conga loop. Which is cool because that's kind of holding down when I'm doing the main cadence. So with the loop and the drums sounding like this. Alright, so we got that going, and let's see. So for the intro, what I did was I found a transition and kind of reversed it. This program called Splice that everybody uses. It has gangs of loops and hits and one shots and any sound you can imagine. I kind of went there and I pulled up this transition. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind, when you're doing tracks, you don't have to do them exactly verbatim like the track is, because a lot of people sing things differently. We already do remixes of stuff anyway, because a lot of times we don't, a lot of churches don't sing things in the same key that is written in. It's either too high, it's not in your range, or you just simply don't have the vocals to support a lot of that stuff, so you kind of make some tweaks, but you still like the message of the song, so you want to sing it. So it's nothing wrong with doing it your way. So they're doing some little different things with the keys. If you guys are interested and you want me to really do a breakdown, let me go down in the comments, and I'll go ahead and break it down, and I'll show you what they're doing. And then this is what I did for the keys. So let me solo that. Okay, so that's what I did for the keys in the beginning. Again, if you're interested, I'll show you what they did, and I did a little twist on that, kind of make it be mine. And then I did a record scratch, which is another scratch. I got that from Splice, and then we did the with the synth sound, which I'll probably layer with some other stuff. I got that from Omnisphere. I'll show you what patch I used. My system is a little slow, y'all. I didn't use my other laptop. But I love this plugin. It's called Fat SID Lead. And let's see. It's really cool because it has some you can hear some digital synthesis in it, but it's always kind of got a little analog feel to it as well. So I got that, and I layered it with another instance of Omnisphere, and let's see what this pad is. This patch is alternative force lead. So I layered those two together, and we got this. I'll solo that. So I layered those two together. And then for the bass part, I sampled, I have a Roland G8, an older an older Phantom. Don't have the new one yet. Thinking about getting it, but we'll see. We'll see. In any case, it has this patch called JP Pop Brass, which is incredible. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up now. I'll play it for you. That thing is incredible. Hold on, I got something. Got something else going. This thing sounds crazy. That thing sounds crazy. You can get some stupid, crazy stabs with that thing. I love it. And it sounds even better live. I play that live a lot in our band. So I actually sampled that into a sampler, or either simpler here. I think that's a sampler. And I layered that with another instance of Omnisphere, I think. Let's see. Oh, maybe I doubled it. I think in this layer, I got another thing of Omnisphere going on. Yeah, so I layered that with the Roland Synth Brass one from Omnisphere. And I mean, guys, you really just need to go through this Omnisphere into that brass section, the analog brass section. It's got some really crazy stuff. The only reason why I sampled it, or I wanted to use the JP Pop Brass, because it just sounds so good. I like the attack on it, and I like the bite that it gives. So that layered with the Omnisphere synth sounds really good. So. Thickens it up a little bit. Alright, so I got that going on. And let's see, what are we doing here? I have this the Mondu bass patch going on, which I will do. So all of those layers together make it sound kind of cool. So got that going on, and we got the orchestra hits. The orchestra hits I actually got from the Roland G8 as well. There's an orchestra hit patch that's pretty popular. I just sampled it as audio and just chopped it up and placed it at different spots. So that's where we are so far, guys. And I got some claps down here at the bottom. I got those from Stylus that I'm using in the beginning. So I got that clap, got from Stylus, and then it's another sample pack I got from this Not, I think it's Henny's, some sample pack. I got tons, dozens of drum sounds. So I kind of layered that with another sound that I had to kind of make it sound almost a little bit, not really like a live sound, but more like a trap hit. In addition to the other stuff that was going on. So I added those layers in. So yeah, so that's where we are so far, guys. Again, all these sounds came from Stylus RMX. Stylus RMX is a percussion drum module made by this company called Spectrasonics, the same people that made Stylus RMX, and a plugin prior to Atmosphere called Atmosphere was like one of the most, everybody was using that. All of the underdog records, if you go back from when they were in the height of their career, they used, that's pretty much all they used, a lot of atmosphere plugins for strings and pads and stuff like that. So you guys should check that plugin out if you're looking for some stuff to kind of make your loops with. But again, if you are interested in a deeper dive of this programming, and you want me to go do walkthrough, leave me down some comments below, and I'll bring up the session and we'll walk through it together and show you what I did to get the drums sounding the way that they do. Obviously, they're all together right now. Nothing's mixed. So when we finish doing this process, we'll print everything out on its own separate track and add EQ and some little extra spices to it to make it sound even better, so that it pops out more. And like I said before, I probably swap out some sounds that I don't like and swap them out with other sounds, which is one advantage of doing stuff in MIDI. It's like you can always go back and swap it out later, but if you print it, it's already printed, it's already done. So keep that in mind too when you're doing your stuff. So all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and I'll walk through the second half of the song where I'll actually show you the punches and the stabs and the chords for further down in the song. We just kind of did the intro and the first part of the hook, or the chorus, and we'll go through the rest of it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.